Welcome viewers to another episode of Let's Play Star Trek Online. Yours truly, Blue Set here, in the known character of Bronze Set that we have actually done in the previous episode. We'll be going through the next episode in our listing. Now this one is going to be the next mission that you would actually do immediately after doing the tutorial. And this one you could do immediately and a little bit after doing some tutorial missions. Whatever the case, for the sakes and purposes of this video, we are going to go and do Stranded in Space, which is the next mission. Immediately upon entering the J key and popping up to your mission window here, you click Hail. This will be your next mission. These things always shows your next mission unless you decide to skip if you happen to be higher level. Since most likely you probably are a new player and watching this video, for second purposes we're just going to go through each mission and coordinates. At this point you actually do receive the following for this mission. You get skill points, expertise, which is basically bridge officer experience points, and the Azura personal comm code. What does that do? Well, it can be explained a little bit later. You also do get 2 bridge officers, an Andorian male engineer, and a Trill female science officer. You also do get body armor and ship shields. Right now, you do have an option to talk to a specific person in Earth Space Dock known as Malcolm Cecil. He is over at the shipyard and ship requisitions section of Earth Space Dock. Go ahead and hit accept and you'll be able to go through. Now as you can see upon the mission tracker over here on your upper right hand corner below the minimap, you do see it is optional to talk to this man. But for sake of purposes, let's go ahead and talk to him. He's most likely a tutorial person. Immediately exiting out of the Admiral's office, you can actually go towards the left and run over that way. This guy looks awesome, by the way. Not my character, but that person. This is Michael Cecil. He looks like a normal Stowe character. A Starfleet officer of the 25th century 2409. Go ahead and talk to him and he will greet you by your rank, as should be. You can actually go and talk to him all you want, and of course he gets you on your way. You can click continue and whatnot. However, since we actually are at Earth Space Dock, in the yellow section of the Earth Space Dock is where you can actually find the Tailor. The Tailor is going to be over here. Before we do continue onward, let's go ahead to the Tailor because we have increased in rank to that of Lieutenant rank level 1. You won't have to change the pips of your rank until you hit Lieutenant Commander. If you remember in the Next Generations and Deep Space Nine, or even that of Voyager, you do see that and should remember that you have a black bar in front of 2 gold pips, or silver for this case. This is the guy you need to talk to. Jemik Tilur. I think that's how you pronounce his name. You go ahead and hit the button that says customize clothing. You talk to him and you hit Tailor. This is the Tailor, the entire Tailor window. You can actually start talking to everything, well not talking, but actually accessing everything. You can even change the clothing of your bridge officer, even when you actually do initially get them. That's the freebie. You do see a lot of additional empty slots on my side, but however the standard for any new player without a fleet is just 2. You do have a fleet tailor shop, slot. And of course click on your character and you can see this is who you are. Down on the bottom of this window here, you can actually hit modify. Modify means you can actually change your character. Zooming in, out, or even pressing the plus and minus would actually zoom in and out of your character. Go ahead and hit next and next as you normally would do if you were creating a character. You can actually see where you can actually change your character's clothing. For me, I like to see is having my character to be something else. You can actually be a chief, because that actually comes available. I don't know why that's there. But yes, you could be a chief, a regular ensign, lieutenant junior grade, and just lieutenant. Sakes and purposes, go with lieutenant. It looks easier. But look at this. It's not actually free. Because guess what? That costs energy credits. What are energy credits? The current currency in the game. They are what is actually necessary for you to be able to access anything in the game. Be able to buy stuff. Remember in the TV series, they do say Federation credits. Well, in the game, that's energy credits. That's why Federation credits are not worth that much. But because we can't do anything about that, just wanted to show you where the tailor is at. This entire area is yellow lighted, so you know where you're at. Go ahead to the upper right hand corner and you see a little teleporter thing. The little person with an arrow up and down, that's your beam to ship. Click on that and click OK and you can beam up. And here we are. That ship is a beast with that look. We're at Sol System. We actually do see all the ships around us that are all available for you to purchase for both in-game and with real money currencies. We are needed to go to the Azure Blues area. Go to SS Azura. Thing is, how do we get there? Simple. You hit the Galaxy button. That's the depart system. And click OK. Your ship will turn to the warp out point and you will warp. And finally, you're in the sector block. Eventually.
My friend sacrificed so much to secure peace with the Klingons. I bear the responsibility for the consequences to him and his crew. A thought that troubled me to this day. The hope was that this alliance would last forever. It did not. The Klingons have chosen war. The Federation is doing its utmost to protect its borders and the billions of innocents who call this space home. But I fear that this conflict may be our undoing.
Welcome to the sector block. Right now we're in the Vulcan sector, and of course we do see the grid. The grid is the astrometrics. You can hit the M button and see the current sector block. The yellow circle here indicates where your mission is at. At the upper left hand corner of this window you can hit Galaxy Map, and you can actually see the entire Galaxy Map. In actual truth of where the Vega colony is at, it's actually over here. That means the Borg is very close to Federation. Literally to Earth. It is very close to it. And just for those who are hardcore Trekkies, Gamma Orionis is actually down here. In fact, the Klingons could just fly towards it without a transwarp gate or a transwarp conduit. And just to let everyone know, those who are in the know, we do have Tholians in the game, but where are they at truly? They're actually right over here. That's right, they're actually right over here, smack dab in the middle of it, making a nice triangle between Federation and Klingon space. They are definitely not over here, or let alone over here. This is somewhat accurate. This, turns out, it is over here. So this needs to go over this way. Or even up here. And this is accurate. Mostly. But hey, what you can do in an online game. Let's go ahead head over to the SS Azura pointer, or instant. You can actually move around your ship as normal here in the sector space. However, hitting R, you do turn slowly. And of course, if you hold your mouse over this, this little bar here shows your speed, you actually do see how fast you're going. Right now, I am going warp 7.2. You will be going slow in this. There is no way around it. Hark! What's this? A distress call! What does that mean? Go ahead and read it. Looks like the captain here is in danger. And from Orions. Well then, let's go ahead and head to this point. Right now, for second purposes, we can actually easily get to it one way or the other. We can actually get to it manually or by other means. As you can see, there's actually other ships out there that actually change their appearance of their ship. And I will definitely delve into that after we're done with this mission. Let's go ahead and rescue the SS Azura. It looks like we need to help them. Hit continue and a cutscene. There are some episodes that and missions in this that actually will get cutscenes. And they're being attacked. And looks like reinforcements here to block your path. And there's your ship, right over there. Your bridge officer tells you that since they're picking up several light attack crafts and on an intercept course, you are to go and render aid to Azura. Let's head over there. And again, you can zoom up and down with the scroll of the mouse wheel. It can be like this. Pretty ship. Most of you don't want to do that, but I don't care. Go ahead, full impulse over there and start attacking your enemy. Once you do take out these two, you need to take out the two that's attacking you. Seriously, the Azura needs it, and they're being beaten badly. And here's the broadside. You know that a broadside does wear down your power significantly. Now since the Azura is an APC, they don't actually get blown up, which is a good thing for this. Because otherwise I would have been rushing over there anyways. Let's go to this little thing here. The anomalous technological readings. These are known as anomalies. You do scan these things if you want to because they give you stuff. It's a simple minigame that's meant for cheap stuff. And there's things in this mission that you will first encounter. They're called accolades. You've probably already seen them when you completed your first mission, which is the Welcome to Star Trek. Now here's a hidden, literally a hidden one that everyone practically knows by now, but this was actually not listed of how to get it. See this asteroid that I'm actually going into? Yeah, fly through that. Fly through this will get you an accolade. Eventually. See, mining survey. Oh well, enough fooling around. Let's go ahead and fight.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Now just to let everyone know, accolades is something you can actually get. Certain accolades actually do give you rewards. Certain accolades actually do make it easier for you to deal against enemies. Some of them are known as combat accolades, exploration accolades, and just general accolades. Sometimes the theme is story. You actually get trophies. There is another one out there that you can get. Normally they do have two. If you press the V button in this, you do see sensor scanning. Go ahead and scan the Azura and be prepared to board the Azura, as they do have Orions boarded them. Right now, since you only have one bridge officer, you can only have one as a minimum. You gotta have somebody with you. And because this is a combat mission, you will have security escorts with you. And they always random. Except for your bridge officers. Well, unless you are random. Talk to your transporter chief and stand on a transporter pad. You will beam over. As you can see from the hitting the mouse, the map button, you can see where you're going to go. Do walk forward, and you'll be talked by your bridge officer, letting you know of the situation. Basically, there is plasma conduits actually open and venting. You gotta find a way to actually bypass it. There is containers all over the place. You can actually get stuff. Look at me, I got stuff including food. Food can actually be used outside of combat. That's what they don't tell you. These doors do open, which just makes it awesome. Now, go immediately to the left, and you see somebody down here. Look like they are injured in need of assistance. Go ahead and scan them. And this is true. You gotta be the science career in order to actually heal NPCs in this. But this is just for this mission. There's other missions that you don't really need to be assigned to do, unless it's specific. But it's true, if you're tactical, you can't do this. That means you gotta have teammates that is science orientated to actually help you on this. And there are sort of things that actually will help if you have, of course, engineers with you. And there's a special thing you can do as a tactical. I'll show you soon. Right now, bypass the plasma conduit. Isn't that cool? And prepare for combat.
Enemy target
Look, that's the exploit. Well, not the one I wanted to hit. Oh well, as you can see, I actually did fight them, and guess what? I gained skill points, just the same as the ones I killed out there in ships. You do get skill points for killing them. This is good job. Collect your items. Block boxes is just something for Perfect World. Perfect World will do this because they now have co-ownership. Go ahead and enter this area and take out the enemies here. Certain enemies will have personal shields on them. Some of them won't. See, you can actually go up to them and beat them with your fist. It doesn't matter, it's still funny. Collect your items, loot everywhere, because quite frankly, they're not going to need it. And trust me, you don't get in trouble with this. And of course, do scan, because you do get accolade for this. That's more experience for you to actually be promoted faster. Or I should say, level up. As I said earlier, food cannot be used in combat. They had to be used out of combat. That is the downside. Otherwise, you can use hypo sprays. The bigger they are, the more hit points you can actually regain. And the larger hit points, the value changes as well. So that's a neato. Go through here, attack the next one. We've already went through and cleared out the second plasma conduit. It is always advised you do knock down any opponent that is close to melee range. If you do have a melee weapon, go ahead and do equip those and use it. Just to let you know, the shields, the little shield battery here, Small shield charge actually does recover your shields themselves. You do have personal shields. Every single last person you have with you does have personal shields, including security officers and your bridge officers. We just now cleared out the third and final plasma conduit, and now we're at the warp core room. The bridge officer will scan it and says it's going to be to catastrophic failure, and it will explode. There's no actual threat of it exploding while you're in the area, unless there's a timer. Then you got hurt. Do loot everything, scan it if you want to. Makes no difference. Do talk to Captain Brott. And of course, save ready to go. Her crew member will come with you, and she will try to maintain the core. If you want to, you can scan. If you're an engineer, this is what you can do. You can actually maintain the core here from it exploding. Now that we got the only 2 survivors because we're doing this by ourselves, and we only have 1 bridge officer, we don't have any other people with us, let alone science or... Oh, look at this, a cutscene. That's not good. This console shines. Let's use the console to see what we can do with it. We can actually clear the Orions from our path. But only clears the first path, which is over here. This is only done by tactical career officers. Let's go ahead and clear it and see what happens. See, we got an accolade, tactical thinking. Take out the second group so that way you can actually be able to go through everything relatively well. As this actually does clear up your area, however, you don't get all the experience as you normally would. That's the downside, but hey, benefit, it makes it quicker. And at this point you pretty much don't like the Orions jumping in and blocking your path, so this will help. Head through this way and we'll be confronted by another cutscene. It feels like a TV episode, only you're in control. Sorry, no voice acting on this one. You continue down the path as usual after the cutscene and be able to get to the transporter bay. Oh, I'm sorry, transporter pad. This way you can actually go and beam back up to your ship and be able to continue the storyline. It doesn't matter if you're bridge officer because it's the game. You transport up anyways. Talk to your transporter chief, who happens to be a lieutenant herself, and be able to go up to the turbolift to your bridge. Technically you don't go up to your bridge in this one, but however you do go and command your ship again. As you can see, the Orion captain is telling you that leave now. If you know what's good for you, Starfleet, we're taking the ship and her crew and cargo. Do prepare for combat because you have to fight your way out of the massive explosions.
Target shield has failed.
You do come equipped with, of course, the weapon battery and the shield battery. Shield batteries at this early point in the game will actually does heal your ship. Your shield value changes depending on, of course, your shield itself. Of course, the camera will follow your target. You can also change the facing of which you flow that, so that way you can actually get more realistic. You know, for recording purposes and for any aesthetics, you cannot remove the shield circles. This is actually built into the game. Which is sad. You can't change it. Hell, I tried. You can't remove it. Okay, after the Rattler dies down, you actually do transport Captain Brought. At this point, the ship will explode. Literally, see? See? Told ya. And it's just nick of time. You beam her before she got caught in the explosion. And of course, you can actually go and hail Starfleet. You can actually access your journal over here, or basically hail Starfleet. At this point, you can talk to Captain Brought as an NPC while you're sitting here, or you can depart system. I say depart system and be able to be on your way. Yeah, right now we're back in sector map, and just to let you know, you can actually disable the sector map highways, as we have called them. See? It looks better. Because with it, you can actually see things that are orbiting it in a distance. I have no clue if you can see it over here, or maybe over here, you can see things orbiting it. But, of course, you can disable it and look like stars in the distance. To be that pioneer that you are. Go ahead and hail Starfleet. Hail. Sorry. And you'll get the following rewards. The Azura personal comm code actually will bring up the trade freighter. This will give you access to your your bank, the exchange, and your mail. So if you do have anything in the mail from somebody with items in it, you can collect it with the Azura code or at Earth Space Dock at the exchange area, which is the green sector. Click continue, and we just got promoted.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Or leveled up. Of course, I don't need that. And basically it tells you about congratulations to you advance. You do want to have him on board. Since you're promoted, the next episode will be dealing with diplomatic order. Until next time, I am BlueSet. Thank you for watching this video. Please rate, subscribe, or in most cases, comment. If you do have a question, please be my guest to mail me or private message me in the game. I am BlueSet at Blue Golf. Until next time, Episode 4 is Diplomatic Order.